Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to be using the great Divi Supreme Module Plugin. We're going to be using a text rotator module to add this sale banner with the rotating text right there. Really easy to do with Divi Supreme, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is enable the visual builder so we can build on the front end. Let's go down to where we want to work, and it's right here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this row and we'll start from scratch. So here we go. I guess I'll add a new row here, it'll be fine. Going to add single column, single row. All the light grey modules come as standard with Divi, and there's plenty to get just about any sort of site built. If you've got WooCommerce installed, it'll give you another dozen modules also. These purpley blue ones are all the Divi Supreme modules. There's about 40 of them in total, and they're absolutely awesome addition to the Divi theme. So I'm looking for rotator text, and there we have it, Supreme Text Rotator. I'm going to put that in. And as you can see, it's put it in there and it's just spinning from one thing to another. So here we put in whatever text we want. And if you want to add another one, just simply add another one by clicking the plus button. And we'll go on down. Now if you want to write something before the actual rotator text, you can write it here before the rotator text. And it's a good idea to give it a space afterwards, because it'll space that. You can give this padding individually, which is fine. And afterwards, let's say something like "don't miss out." And as you can see, that's after it now. And again, you can put a space there, but like I said before, you can put padding in the middle text there, which will sort that out for you. Now there's all kind of different styles. We've got fade in, we got swing, bounce, flashes, all kind of different ways it can come on in. I'm going to go ahead and put it in bounce, I guess. As you can see, it's sort of bouncing when it comes in there. That's going to get your eyes to it. Now you can have it pause on hover, so if you put your mouse on it, it'll stop, but I don't really want to do that. And you can get it so instead of rolling automatically, if you click that, it will just change when they click on it, but some people won't know to click on it, so I'm going to leave it doing it automatically. Now if you've got a sale page with shoes and whatever we got here, shirts and things, you can put a link in here to the sales page or anywhere you want to take people. If it's on the same site, you want to keep it in the same window. If it's on another site, you want to open it in a new tab. I'm not going to give it a background at the moment. I'm going to do that all in a minute. So let's go over to our design tab. What I'll do, I'll pull this down a bit, I'll pull this up a bit so we can see a little bit better. Okay, the settings at the moment, it's set as H2, which is fine for me. The text, you can change all of it here if you want, or you can change before, middle and after individually. I'm going to keep with the default font. I'm going to make it extra bold or huge, ultra bold. That's fine. I'm going to capitalize it. Main text color, well, I guess I'll make that purple for the time being. And let's bring it up just about as big as we can get it without it breaking. Something like that. I want to be careful, because when it's got longer words like dresses, that will break it if it pushes it further over. Letter spacing, I'm going to bring the letters a little bit closer together, so I'm going to do a negative value. There we go, something like that. That's a little too much. Line height I'll leave as it is. I'm going to give it a little bit of text shadow. I don't want to adjust the shadow or anything. I do want my text to be central in the middle there. Text color, we'll leave that because we've got a custom color. And we've already done the shadow, so we're good to go. Now, like I said, you can adjust them individually, and you can put a background color in, which is great for making sort of labels and things like that, as you see. And you can adjust the padding to make it to the size you want it to. And that's a nice little banner right there, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to actually decorate the back of the row, so I'll take that away for the moment. And again, the actual here's the rotator text. You can make it a different color, and I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to save what we got. I'm going to take care of our row at the moment. I'm going to give our row a little background color. So it's green for the row, dark for the module. I'm going to go into the row. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it full width so I can have a bar all the way across. Design, sizing, width, 100%. Copy the 100%, or you can type it in the box below if you want to. I'm just going to paste it there. Now we've now got a full width row, and I want to give it a background color, so let's go to content. And let's give it this crazy pink color we've been using up here. I've got a little free Chrome plugin color picker here. See what we got, and we'll copy that color. And I'll hit the add background color button and paste that hex code in there. There we go, we've got that sort of hot pink going on there, which is fine. Now, I want it to be a little bit wider than that. I'll do that with some padding in a minute with this. And let's just give it a bit of box shadow for fun. So we're on the design, we'll give it a bit of box shadow. And I also want a bit more space between the module on top and the module on bottom. So let's go into spacing and give it a bit of margin. Move this a little bit more so you can see. Shut up, box shadow there, and go into spacing. I'm going to give it 50 pix margin, top and bottom. Put in 50, it'll put the pix in there for you. Hit the chain, it'll do the other one. And as you can see, that's pushed that down, and it's given us plenty of space on top too. Great, so that's our background taken care of. Now let's go back into our rotator text and just change that a little bit more. So we're good with the row. Just save that one. And let's go into our module. And we'll go into design. Don't know why I moved that in the way there. And let's go to our rotator text. This time I'm going to give it a purple background. Of course, we'll lose the text, but I'm going to change the text color. Let's give it a purple background. And as you can see, it's got a purple background there. Let's make that a little bit thicker. So I want that bounce to stay inside there. Let's just change that text color to white so we can see it well. Okay, let's give it some padding top and bottom. Let's say 40. Maybe a little bit too much. Let's say 30. And we'll make that on the bottom too. That way it bounces inside that block there. That's great. And we'll do the same for the left and right. Fantastic. So we're almost there. Now I want this purple bar to be in line with our row there, so I just got to take some padding away from our row. We're pretty much done with our rotator text here. So let's save this. We're going to go back into the row, green module. I'm going to take the padding away from the top and bottom, design, spacing, and just put a 0 in there to make sure there's no padding. I mean, there's nothing in there at the moment, but by default I think it gives it 20. So if you put a 0 in there, hit the chain, there we go, padding's all gone. So we've got a nice little bar there. And just to finish off, we got if you wanted to move this sort of closer to your shoes and bags and things you're advertising, or this little strip here, we can go over to advanced, we can go to position, go down a little bit, and we can just change the vertical offset and bring it to where we want, down or up. We can actually put it on top. If you wanted to put it on top of there, you could do that, but you see it's disappeared behind. So if you go down to your Z index or Z index and pull it up to a higher value until it comes in front, there we go, like that, because the Z index decides where the layers go, forward or backwards, to the front or to the back. So if you wanted to put that there, that's great. I think I'd like mine just right on the bottom. So let's get that vertical offset and change it back, and I'm going to put mine perhaps right there. And you can fine tune with the little arrows right here. It's going up, and the up arrow will make it go down. I think it increments it at about a pixel a time, so you can get it exactly where you want it. And there we have it, we're good to go. You might want to go in and adjust it for mobiles and things like that. Well, we can look at that here. If we go to vertical offset and just hit this, the little mobile phone, it'll show us a desktop, and if we hit the tablet, it'll give us a tablet version. So let's save that. Let's go into the actual module itself. Let's go to design and look at our text settings here, because we set the whole thing with this text, the size, main text size. Now let's go to the little mobile phone on it and go to tablet, go down to where we were looking. Let's take the text down just on the tablet. This won't take it down on the desktop or the phone. Well, actually it will take it down on the phone too. Let's take this down till it works for us. How about that? That's fine. And it would have inherited it from the tablet on the phone. If we go to the phone, if I can find it, there we go. And we can do the same thing on the phone, or you can bring it up so it breaks into 3 lines. You can actually display it as block in the settings. You could bring it up so it was like that on the phone, or you can bring it down so it's like that. Entirely up to you. So we've got 3 different versions. We've got a phone size, a tablet size, and we've got a desktop size. Save that. Save our page changes and exit the Visual Builder. Go down to where we were working, and there we are. We've got our full width text rotator banner, and that's going to draw people's eyes to your website. That's a nice little plugin right there. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.